I can see most people are going to go, oh, you don't need that many rods. What do you got so many rods for? To fish successfully, having all the different types for different purposes. Every rod Shimano makes is purposed for a casting lure, a slow jig, bait fishing, etc. Having a different rod for different purposes, you will do so much better. Is there beer in the chili bin? Oh, yeah it is. We better get rid of that. But today I'm going to go over my spin reels and what I've got and what I use them for and what their rods they're matched with. I'm sure there was an ad years ago that was like, know me before you judge me. Don't judge me. I've got my reels. Oh yeah, I'm out of control. I may have an issue. I might look for therapy on that actually, but probably not. Right, we'll start at the basic end and work our way down to the top end. So first of all, I've got a Katana Eggy rod, and that's matched with a little Sienna 2500. This serves two purposes. If I'm actually ever going to go squid fishing, I've got a squid rod, but the other main purpose is I've got it as a bait rod. So I've got it for two purposes, bait fishing and squid fishing. Squid fishing. And there's 10 pound Shimano Kairiki green on that set. Next set is a Shimano blackout rod matched with a 4000D bait runner. And that's got Kairiki multicolour 20 pound on it. Now these sets I use primarily for the bay fishing, so I don't take them to Derval. They're my summer sets or Australia lining, Kena Peru, that sort of carry on. So 4000D matched with a blackout 7'11". So I've got two 4000D bait runners with Kairiki multicolour, both 20 pound, running on the 7'11" blackouts. My third set is the same rod again, a blackout 7'11", and that's matched with the Thunneth 4000. And I've got single green multicolour 20 pound braid on that. Why I have different coloured braid is if you get a tangle, because I run 3 stray lines, you can actually determine the different colours and it's easy to untangle anyway, so you know what's rods what. Right, next on the list we've got the Shimano Taibuki rod, and that is a custom Derval Island rod. And this is what Mario and myself have designed for Derval fishing. It's a 45 to 250 gram blank, so it'll work all the small barcoos for Tasman Bay and shallow water, right up to the deep water, to 250 gram doteras for deep water fishing for groper, snapper fishing and that sort of carry on. So this rod will cover you for all that, and it's also a nice little short rod for bay fishing, also good for stray lining and that sort of carry on. Now it's matched with the Stratic saltwater reel. This is only available from Big Blue Dive and Fish in Nelson, and also Saltwater Connection in Auckland. And there's a limited run of these. There's only 100 of these came into the country, and to be 100% honest, I'm absolutely wrapped with this reel. It is actually a very nice, smooth, capable reel. We were using it groper fishing on the next vlog, which will be aired probably, I don't know if this will air before the vlog or after, but anyway, vlog 93, we're using this reel. And actually, to be fair, it is a great reel. It's got X-Shield as well, which is the same sealing as the Stella, so very waterproof. The great thing about the Taibuki rod is it's also got the winds grips on here for better grip when it's wet, and it's also got full EVA through the base there. And we actually put a little clip retainer or holder on there. So that is a great, not too bad a price. It comes in at about the 269 price point for that rod, so that's not a bad price. Next on the list, the Vanford 500. And this is for the next challenge. That little guy there, that is for the Snapper 20 pound challenge. And the Vanford 500, I know it's not available in New Zealand, so don't whinge about it, but the whole point of this reel was for me to challenge myself and try and get a big snapper on it, because it's such a small reel. It's the smallest one in the Shimano range. I copped a lot of flack over the video, what's the point, why bother doing it, and so on. It's a challenge for myself, so keep an eye out for that in the future. And that's matched with the Diluna. That's actually the canal rod, and that's a 3 to 21 gram rod. But I've used this rod, I was originally using it with the Stella 1000, and we're actually catching kingfish in the groper spots and groper on this rod. And it's designed purely for the canals. And to be fair, Shimano must have been cringing watching the videos with me using this canal rod or trout rod for groper fishing. Next in the range is the Twin Power, the all new Twin Power, and that's matched with the Diluna, and I'm running 20-pound Kairiki on that. This is a snapper slow jig combo for me. It's not actually a slow jig rod, but I actually love the Dilunas. They're actually my favorite rod, and that's the 710 medium heavy rod, and that's matched with the all new Twin Power. And I'm testing this one out at the moment anyway, because it's new on the range from Shimano. So far, like all the Twin Powers in the past, a great, reliable, smooth drag reel. Next in the range is the legendary Stella 1000, and that is matched with the all new Lunamis from Shimano. And this is a nice, even lighter rod. It's got the monocoque butt here, which reduces weight, and also matched with the little Stella 1000. And if you've watched my content, you know this little reel is an absolute weapon. What I've caught on this reel, it shouldn't actually be used groper fishing. Kingfish I've caught on it, snapper, and for years I've punished this little reel. It is by far the best reel ever made on the market, I still believe. But sadly I don't get to use it all the time because I'm trying other reels, Twin Powers and all that. But the drag on these things are amazing, so smooth. But that's matched with the new Lunamis, and I'm running 15-pound Kairiki on that, and that's another snapper slow jig set. But I can also use the stray lining in that as well, because it's a longer 8-foot rod. So when I'm bay fishing, I'll generally have 3 bait runners cast out the back, because I love the bait runner style fishing. It's a classic way of snapper fishing, but I'll also have a stray line out on one of these or a slow jig over the side of the boat. But generally when I go to D'Urville, I'll have 3 rods set up with a Lucanus, different colours, doTERRA, Barcus, bottom ships, different lures, so they're all ready to go. If you bust off, you're into the next one. Next on the hit list is the legendary Stella 4000. That's what I've been using for ages. I cannot actually show you the rod it's matched with because I'm under embargo on it, but I can show you the reel. So that's matched with an unknown rod yet, but I've got to say this unknown rod's pretty awesome. I'll cut this bit out so you can't see me putting it back up. So that's another slow jig combo, and that's up to 250 gram rod as well. Next on the hit list, we've got the Stella 6000, and that is on a plugger limited rod. So this is a light top water rod that I use for kingies around the Sounds or in Tasman Bay when there's not a lot of structure around. You can have a bit more fun with them. But that's the Stella 6000 on the Osea plugger, Flex Limited. Rightio, next on the list we've got the Stella 10,000, and that's matched with the Grappler Type J, and it's a 400 gram jig rod, and the Stella 10,000's got, I believe, 80-pound Kairiki on there, multicolour. So that is my vertical jigging or kingy jigging setup. Next on the hit list, we've got the Twin Power. I'm testing out the Twin Power 14,000 here. That is on Osea plugger full throttle rod. Usually I use the Stella 14,000, but I'm testing out the Twin Power and doing some media for Shimano on the Twin Power. And the Twin Power, I believe we're using all new line on that. I can't actually say the name of it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name on it. And from there, we're going up to the big bad boy, the Stella 18,000. And that's also matched with Osea plugger full throttle, and that's the heavy. And on here I'm running PE8, which is 150 pound, and that is Osea 8 braid, and that's the Stella 18,000. Well, that is my lineup of just the spin reels. I will probably at some point do the overhead reels, but as I say, a lot of people say there's no purpose to having a lot of rods. Well, actually there's a massive advantage of having different rods to suit different purposes. You got your bait fishing rods, your bay stray lines, you got your slow jigging for the bay or up D'Urville, you've got your canal challenge 20-pound rod reel, you've got your slow jigging or stray lining rods here, the Dilunas, the little Stella legendary 1000. It is a lot of reels to use, but having them ready to go when you're up there or out fishing is definitely an advantage. Now having a lot of my lures strapped on with the lure straps and that, ready to go, even the kingy jigs, I'll have on with the Shimano lure wraps. If you see sign, you can drop straight away. Otherwise, in the past we used to rig up and get ready and go, but now even we have this rigged up with a Kawai lure. Everything's set ready to go, and you do so much better having multiple sets ready to go, so they all serve a purpose. Yes, I may have a problem. Now on all the rigs, pretty much effectively across the whole range, other than the top water, all of these have 5 meter leaders on. So basically 3 full arm lengths is the leader length on every single one of them. Strengths on them will vary quite a bit depending on what I'm doing or what I'm trying to achieve, but pretty much 5 meter lengths on every setup I've got there. Now with the top water sets here, I'll generally run my knot between the bottom 2 eyes there. We found that gets the least amount of wind knots and a little bit better for casting. Sometimes you just really enjoy doing in videos, and this video I've really enjoyed doing actually. Just something a little bit different, showing you guys the range of rod reels I've got and the different purposes for them and why I've got them. And yes, I do have a massive terrible addiction, but it is what it is. Know me before you judge me. But thanks everyone for watching. Stay safe out there, stay sane, and I will see you on the next video. If you did in fact like this video, make sure you, like and subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, just go away. Maybe find another channel that's got something interesting on or something exciting to do, or just go away, I guess. I mean, and I hope it maybe gave you a bit of a guidance and a little bit of purpose to the different rods and what is the actual benefit of having different rods. Probably wasn't actually, but man, I've got dry horrors. Is cottonmouth a real thing? I don't actually know. I still don't think I'm that out of control with rods and reels. It's pretty mild. I think I could buy a lot more. I haven't even done any of my... Oh, I've got another Diluna rod over there. Jesus, I have got some gear, don't I? The Stella 14,000 is what I usually use with it. It's like my little Yoda doll that I bought from the Mandalorian series. I forgot to turn them off. Right, I'm going.